Designate this. Wait.
Ruck up, you're headed to the war zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Team leader, set a drop point for your squad soldier. Careful, area's hot. You're getting another chance. Weapons free. Loadout drop headed your way. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted. Enemy soldier incoming. Marking the rest of them.
Holy smokes! Hey, thank you, Bella Smith. Appreciate you.
Back on station. Go get after it. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy advanced UAV is active. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Get ready. You're redeploying. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Stand by for redeployment. Squad mate left the AO. We'll reduce your redeployment time. You're the last one standing, soldier. Survive until your squad can redeploy. You have reinforcements inbound. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Gas is inbound. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
PID on inbound grenade!
We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Enemy dropping down. Get hunting. You've got that.
Taking fire!
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices. Clear another target during contract timeline. Enemy soldier incoming. Resurgence. Go get your revenge. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
Indicating buy station!
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Some cash here?
Move to the safe zone.
Okay, they just
Losing ground. Move it.
use us.
Enemy UAV is online. 25 remain. The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Nice kill cam game. Yes, sir. Academia Archstairs in Discord. Isn't it wiping soon? What's gray zone? You can get it on GeForce Now or Windows. Oh, it's on Steam. Great. It is like Tarkov. What do you mean? Huh. How are the...
Use this time for some target practice. Real things are coming through. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
I don't know, they brought back the old maps and I'm having a heyday. They brought back the old maps. They brought back the Resurgence Reburn map. I think that's something you can level down. It doesn't matter. Take one day to level that shit.
Resurgence! Survive and your team can
Yeah,
redeploy.
it's different.
Eliminate targets to bring them back home. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Could I just try to download it? I only downloaded it first. I don't even have any of them.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying. You have reinforcements inbound. Enemy UAV overhead. We've got 10 squads active in the field. We're returning you to the front. Earn this.
This game is going terribly. What the heck?
You're getting another chance. Weapons free. You're down one squad, mate. We'll get you redeployed faster. Hostile UAV in the area. Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Still not used to this stuff.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Mark remaining operators in that squad. Hunt them down. Kill confirmed. 25 are still active in the AO. Enemy overhead. Enemy destroyed. Use attack map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy dropping into the AO. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Mate is redeploying. Well done. Stand by for redeployment.
Oh no! Let's get UEP, that's bullshit. Oh, I see. Oh, fucking way.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Good kill. Five squads still operational in the AO. Less than 25 still standing.
Hey, do you guys want any of this stuff?
Prostate exam by Freddy Krueger.
You guys are such tryhards. This is insane.
Why? Okay.
Oh my god.
I was trying to jump over all of them.
No, this is insane.
Keep going.
Holy shit, my eyes.
Q,
Oh my
use space,
god.
duck, duck,
Oh my
jump.
god.
Jump, up, jump.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god.
Holy.
No, we all died. Give up.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that. I think that's my...
Holy shit.
Gamer.
That's actually insane. You guys are such tryhards. This is
When Clicks met Andrew Tate for the first time.
And alright, I'm gonna introduce myself real quick. I'm Clicks, you know what I'm saying. I play Fortnite for a living. My life is basically I wake up, play Fortnite, I go to sleep, play Fortnite. So I've been playing Fortnite professionally for around, around 4 years.
Without meaning to be degrading or insulting, I'm just telling you the truth. You are both spoiled brats, and you're spoiled because you're fucking rich at a young age, doing the funnest job in the fucking world.
I worked for it. I worked for it though.
Yeah, of course you worked for
Like
it.
14 hours a day working. How's that mean I'm spoiled?
14 hours a day doing what everyone wants to do. That's not work. You love the video game and you're good at it. Good.
Big.
Spawn was a little short, skinny dude.
I gotta ask you where you're from, because I don't know where you're from, but wherever it is, your voice is from there.
I'm from Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah, the west side, dude.
What's the difference between the west side and the rest of Orlando?
It's the west side and then it's the east side, and them like Puerto Ricans and shit over there. The west side is black.
Perfect.
Where's Disney?
See, this, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
'Cause Disney not in f***ing Orlando, dog. Disney is 30 minutes away in Kissimmee.
Bullshit.
Everybody go, Orlando is Disney. No, the f*** we not. Disney World.
Why does everyone think it's Orlando?
That's the airport you fly.
Yeah, they keep Disney away from niggas like me, man.
Yeah.
Far away from niggas like me.
Absolutely. But you would go to Disney World a lot, right?
No, Disney World.
Why?
It's just for kids, man. And any grown adult that likes Disney past the age of 4 is f***ing gay.
There's a lot of gay 5 and 6-year-olds out there.
If nursing is your calling,
Doing. There you go. Get your drinks, guys. Where's your straw? Oh, thank you. Can I get a receipt? Hey, where's my 10, bro? You gave me 30. Change is 40. I gave you a 50. I gave you a 50.
30, 50 for you change.
I gave you 50. I gave you a $50 bill.
I'll link 40.
I gave you a 50.
Sorry, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So this 7-Eleven on Wilson Way. Make sure you count your change.
Iman Ghatzi, the internet's golden boy of wealth creation. With millions of loyal followers hanging on his every word, he's painted the perfect picture. A 20-year-old self-made millionaire living a life most can only dream of. Private jets, luxury cars, a mansion that looks straight out of a movie. The numbers are staggering. A reported net worth of over $100 million. The lifestyle? Intoxicating. Young, charismatic, and supposedly built an empire before most people finish college. You've seen his content, the high production videos, the carefully curated lifestyle shots, that magnetic personality that makes success seem so attainable. And that's exactly what he's selling you. A dream. What if this perfect story isn't quite what it seems? What if the real money isn't coming from building successful businesses, but from selling courses about building successful businesses? Think about it. The luxury cars, the private jets, the mansion. What if they're all carefully calculated props in an elaborate marketing funnel? A funnel designed with one purpose: to make you believe you're just one course purchase away from living the same lifestyle. Today we're pulling back the curtain on Iman Ghatzi's empire. We're asking the question nobody wants to ask. Is he truly the agency business prodigy he claims to be? Or is he just another course seller who's mastered the art of selling the dream? Growing up in post-Soviet Russia, Iman Ghatzi's origin story reads like a dramatic screenplay. A young boy and his mother fleeing an allegedly abusive alcoholic father.
Ever scrolled through your feed and seen those insane
Have fun.
videos? Cars weaving through traffic like they're playing a real-life video game? We're talking about the cutting up in traffic trend that's absolutely blowing up recently, with names like Squeeze Benz and License becoming almost legendary. These guys have some serious driving skills, no doubt. But let's be real, they're also dicing with danger, risking not just their own lives, but everyone else's on the road for those insane clips. So, the big question everyone's asking is, why aren't these guys behind bars already? And how on earth do they always get to drive these expensive cars? I mean, this is the USA, right? Land of traffic cameras on every corner and cops seemingly everywhere. How do these swimmers, as they call themselves, manage to pull off these runs day after day without getting caught? Let's break it down together in today's video. But first, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos covering the most famous swimmers. But before we dive into the tricks these swimmers use to evade getting caught, let's take a look at what law enforcement can do to track these guys down, and why it's not as easy as it may seem. First, let's talk about the perception of surveillance. Yeah, the US has a lot of cameras, but are they really the all-seeing eye that can track a specific car doing 100, weaving through 5 lanes of rush hour traffic and follow it all the way home? The reality is a bit more complex. Think about it. Traffic cameras are often focused on intersections for red light violations or monitoring general traffic flow. The resolution might not always be high enough to clearly identify a license plate, especially at high speeds or in bad weather. Plus, the sheer volume of traffic in major metropolitan areas makes it like finding a needle in a haystack for law enforcement to manually track a single vehicle in real time through this network. But what about general police presence, you might ask? While you might see patrol cars, the resources needed to dedicate officers to specifically monitor for and pursue these high-speed traffic violators across a sprawling city are immense. Police departments have to prioritize calls based on severity, and while cutting up is dangerous, it might not always be the top priority in a city dealing with more immediate threats. Furthermore, the very nature of the offense makes it difficult to address. Cutting up is often a short burst of intense activity. These drivers might engage in the dangerous behavior for a few minutes to get their footage and then quickly blend back into normal traffic or disappear altogether.
So we're good. Let's look and get off at this exit. Let's look and get off at this exit. Did we lose the cops? Did we lose the cops? Let's get off at this exit. Let's get off at this exit.
This hit-and-run style makes it incredibly challenging for law enforcement to react in time to intercept them. Even if a report comes in, the individual could be miles away or have already switched vehicles by the time officers arrive in the area. So, we touched on the sheer difficulty of tracking these guys, but let's dig a little deeper into what law enforcement is actually up against when they do spot someone pulling these driving maneuvers. It's not as simple as just flipping on the lights and sirens and giving chase. There are a lot of factors that come into play, and police work in these situations is governed by strict protocols designed to protect everyone, not just the officers involved. One of the biggest hurdles are our strict departmental guidelines. Many police departments in the US have very clear rules about engaging in high-speed pursuits, especially for non-violent offenses like reckless driving. The risk of a high-speed chase causing an accident that injures or kills innocent bystanders is a major concern. Departments often prohibit risky maneuvers like intentionally bumping or ramming a suspect vehicle at high speeds unless there's an imminent threat of serious harm to others. This means officers can't always just force these swimmers off the road, even if they have the opportunity. And perhaps the most critical element is the constant risk assessment that officers have to perform in real time. Even if a police officer witnesses someone swimming through traffic live, they have to immediately weigh the potential outcomes of initiating a pursuit. Do they chase after the driver, potentially escalating the dangerous behavior and pushing them to drive even more recklessly in an attempt to escape? Or do they decide to hold back, allowing the suspect to get away in that moment, but potentially preventing a high-speed collision that could kill someone? It's a split-second decision with life or death stakes, and officers are trained to prioritize public safety above all else. Sometimes the safest option is to not pursue. Now, let's get back into the minds of these swimmers and look at some of the specific tactics they use to stay ahead of the game. Because It's not just about driving fast, it's about knowing the urban landscape and utilizing technology to their advantage. And most importantly, the art of vanishing. One key aspect is their route knowledge. These drivers often operate in specific areas they know intimately. They've likely scouted out shortcuts through residential access roads, pedestrian zones, which of course adds another layer of danger, or even construction sites. This allows them to quickly disappear from main roads and potentially lose any pursuing officers who aren't familiar with these alternative routes. It's almost like they've rehearsed their escape routes, knowing exactly where to turn and where the dead ends are. Beyond just knowing the roads, they also leverage technical aids. It's highly probable that many of these drivers use radar and LiDAR detectors. These devices can warn them in advance when law enforcement is using speed measuring equipment, giving them precious seconds to potentially slow down or alter their behavior before being clocked. Or, alternatively, speed off anyway. Apps like Waze have become invaluable tools for these individuals. Waze relies on user-generated real-time traffic information, and that includes reports of police presence. This means swimmers can often get live updates on the locations of marked and unmarked patrol cars in their vicinity, allowing them to adjust their routes and avoid areas with a heavy police presence. It's a constant cat-and-mouse game, where technology plays a significant role on both sides. Another important part of how they operate is the prep work. They scope out the highways beforehand. You'll often have other drivers involved, acting like scouts. They're checking out the best spots for their swims. They look for stretches of road with seriously heavy traffic, so the video looks wild, with tons of lanes to weave through. And of course, they're also checking out where there might be fewer cops around or where it's easy to make a quick getaway. There's also other preparations, like always wearing masks, helmets, or suits to make it hard for cameras to identify them. And let's not forget the immediate aftermath, the actual vanishing act. Because once the swim session is over and the cameras have stopped recording, what happens next? It's highly probable they have pre-planned staging areas or even safe houses where they can quickly switch vehicles. Imagine pulling into a discreet garage or a less trafficked side street and hopping into a completely different car, instantly changing their profile. They might also have a change of clothes or even alter their appearance quickly to further throw off any potential witnesses or lingering law enforcement. This focus on the immediate escape and blending back into the urban fabric is crucial to their continued evasion. So, when you piece it all together, it becomes clear why catching these swimmers is such a monumental task for law enforcement. The combination of limited real-time surveillance capabilities, strict pursuit guidelines, the sheer volume of traffic, and the deliberate efforts of these drivers to remain anonymous and strategically plan their stunts creates a perfect storm of elusiveness. For the foreseeable future, it's likely this trend will continue, simply because the logistical hurdles for police to consistently stop it are so significant. However, it's important to remember that there's always an element of chance involved. Despite all their precautions, these individuals are still breaking the law in a very public way, and eventually, someone might just get unlucky. Take the case of the well-known swimmer, Squeeze Benz. While he managed to evade authorities for a significant period, he was eventually apprehended. Interestingly, his arrest wasn't the result of a dramatic high-speed chase. Instead, law enforcement was able to connect him to his online identity through a combination of factors, including his distinctive online presence, and eventually, a traffic stop for a less extreme violation. This allowed them to positively identify him and bring him in. It serves as a reminder that even with careful planning, the risk of getting caught is always there, whether through a stroke of bad luck or persistent investigative work. But what do you think about all this? Is it just a matter of time before more of these drivers face the consequences, or will they continue to outmaneuver the authorities? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe out there, and remember
Level 76 yet? Hey, you made it to 75? You made it to 75? Heck yeah.
weapons and gear. We're holding the deployment. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill them, bring them back fast. Mark a drop point for your squad and hit the kill. Enemy soldier incoming. Get ready, you're redeploying. Enemy UAV is online. You kept your squad mate alive. Most wanted contract complete. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Got the loot here. Enemies dropping into the AO. Loadout drop headed your way. That's our field upgrade. Hostile UAV in the area.
Requesting recon above!
We've got 10 squads active in the field. You've got a loadout drop inbound. You've got time for another bounty. Get it done. Enemy UAV overhead. Your squad's in the safe zone. You've got gas moving in. All bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
Requesting recon above!
Enemy UAV is online. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Five are left. Stay sharp out. Additional contracts online.
This stuff sounds so good with this stuff.
You're back on station. Go get after it. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy deployed an advanced UAV. Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated. Enemy soldier incoming. All confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemy UAV is online. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Enemy dropping into the AO. Hostile UAV in the area. Target down. Marking the rest of them. You have reinforcements inbound. Gas is closing in. Good. Go get your revenge. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted. Resurgence is about to end. UAV overhead.
Enemy mark. Saw the light for
All
a second.
squad mates are in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it. Enemy UAV is online.
An ammo box here.
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Enemy spring mine! Enemy spring mine!
Be advised, resurgence no longer active. This is for keeps. Supply crates have been restocked. Load up. You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
Requesting recon above! Requesting recon above!
Enemy airstrike in the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Mates requesting LCR!
Gas is inbound. Get to the safe zone. Gas is moving. 9 left. Keep the pressure on. Hostile airstrike incoming. Squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. Advise you head to the safe zone. You've got a lot of ground to cover.
Enemy movement spotted.
Only 4 left. Resurgence is closed. No more second shots. Less than 5 were still standing. Next time we'll take that victory. Defeat is only a mindset. We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up. Stand by. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Resurgence. Stay alive to the squad is fine. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for the squad and go get off. Enemies dropping into the AO. UAV is online. Get ready, you're redeploying. Timeline. You have reinforcements inbound. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. We're returning you to the front. Earn this.
Okay.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Sit up on the roof more, you fucking weirdo. Holy shit. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you take that. It's a good boy.
Your squad's in the safe zone. You've got gas moving in. You're back on station. Go get after it. Enemy soldier incoming. You've got time for another bounty. Get it done. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV in the area. Squadmate is redeployed. Well done. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted. Enemy UAV overhead. tracking you. You lost them.
That low-key did look
Stand by for redeployment.
that first bullet definitely
Squad
got
mates
me.
back on station. Good work. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Your squad mate went AWOL. Resurgence timer reduced. You have reinforcements inbound. Targets evaded. Bounty contracts in full. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy dropping into the AO. Hostile UAV in the area. "25 remain. Solid work so far. Your squad is down. Stay alive to bring it back. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Squad mate is redeployed. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
You play with spiders?
Go get your revenge. Stand to you, soldier. Stay sharp. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
UAV available for tasking.
You have reinforcements inbound. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone. Hostile UAV in the area.
Am I a fucking bot or? I literally, I don't get what I'm doing. How in the fuck is that? So shit.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying. Enemy UAV overhead. Your squad is in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving. Supply crates are restocked. I advise you to load up now. Enemy UAV is online. Head to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. HCR inbound. We lost that
The 4 stack sitting on top of fucking prison.